joined by Matt Ovenden, CEO of Borrow a Boat Limited. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hi.
So we've got some fun facts about you. Apparently your office is based in the beautiful St Catherine's Docks.
It is indeed.
Like?
Yeah, by the boats. We've got some boats in that marina on the site, and we get to go to work and be very close to the boats the whole time. Sounds lovely.
Nice
Seems like the
place to
natural
work.
place for us to be.
Yeah. And what about your sunglasses that you give out?
Yeah, we've got some. We're getting known for some bright turquoise sunglasses. Obviously, turquoise is our brand colour. It's the colour of the water you want to go boating in. If you sign up to our mailing list at boat shows, you get a free pair of Borrow Boat sunglasses.
We've actually got a whole host of them at Crowdcube. Yeah, they get worn fairly frequently.
Yeah.
The odd turquoise not Ray-Bans, but
Very nice. Are you ready to pitch?
Yes.
Great, you've got 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Right, Borrow a Boat. We are the boat charter marketplace with peer-to-peer listings. We're a bit like an Airbnb for boats. There's a problem in the boating industry. They've had it for a while now. Boat ownership is in decline. People don't buy boats like they used to. Boat ownership peaked in the 1980s, and these days people are less likely to buy a boat. They want access to boating though, and they want new experiences more than ever, especially the millennial generation, and especially how we want things on demand via our smartphone, via the web. And this is the right solution at the right time for the boating industry, we believe. We're bringing more accessibility, more access. We let private boat owners list, and we bring a wider accessibility of boating to the masses. Here's some quotes from the industry. The average age of boat owners is increasing. Boats that can be easily used or hired will become increasingly important. This is the trend that's happening in the industry. This is the team we've got. So I'm a serial entrepreneur with 3 businesses before this. I founded this business in 2016, recognising the problem in the market, the limited charter boats there are out there. We've got Alistair Miles, our Chief Product Officer with a digital background, Alex Waite and Luke Brennan in the team. So the desire for boating remains strong. British Marine is the industry body for boating in the UK, and they published a huge study this year into the trends and habits of boaters, and it was very revealing. One key stat that came out of it, last year 18.7 million people in the UK wanted to go boating, but only 4 million did. So there's a massive unmet demand there of 14 million people. And the global charter market is a £50 billion market. So what we're doing is we're looking to take market share of the current global charter market by making it more accessible, more affordable, more choice of boats, more choice of locations. And we're also trying to bring new people into boating. This is our aim, to make it more accessible. The boat industry is not solving this problem on its own. They're still trying to sell boats, which is becoming outdated, let's put it that way. We need new models for boating, and this is the most flexible pay-as-you-go model you can think of. The right solution at the right time. Here's some of our advisory board, some people who invested in our raise a year ago. So we've had 2 raises before this. We've done an angel raise and a Crowdcube raise a year ago, which was very popular and overfunded by 234%. We've had an industry figure, Sam Fortescue, invest and join our advisory board. He's a leading journalist, former editor of Sailing Today, and writes in the industry, very much understood the problem as soon as he met us. There was a lack of new entrants into boating, and he thought it needed to be presented to people in a completely different way, with less commitment and burden and more open accessibility. We've got a range of angels here on the slides. Someone's helping us with financial directorship roles and strategic advisory roles. So marketing and brand, this is going to be the key differentiator in the space. What we're seeing globally with the boating industry, and it's a problem all over the world, that less boats are being sold. Similar models are cropping up in USA, across Europe, and there's probably 10 or 15 brands out there, but as happened in the Airbnb space and other spaces, we're expecting a consolidation of the market. And what's going to really make the difference when you've got a similar product is the strength of your brand and your marketing. And we came up with this campaign this year from a series of focus groups we did to bring a fresh approach to boating, to try and attract new people to boating. So we had the hashtag when you borrow a boat, life's an adventure when you borrow a boat, avoids the traffic when you borrow a boat, every day is a photo shoot when you borrow a boat. And this has been a really popular campaign. We've also got things like book a boat from your balcony to emphasise that with our mobile app, you can look for a boat near to you in any of 60 countries worldwide, and you can click it and book it and be on the boat the same day. So you can literally be on holiday with this app, find a boat near to you, click it and book it. So the weather's looking good, because let's face it, boating, anyone who's familiar with boating knows it's often a relatively short notice decision to go boating because it's so weather dependent. So we thought boating needs this kind of real-time level of on-demand access, and we're bringing an unprecedented level of access with this. We've had some great PR. The brand has been popular. The memorable name, a lot of people comment, distinctive branding and marketing, and we've scored some great PR coverage in all of these titles editorially. Here's some numbers then. We're currently listing 17,000 boats on the site. That's everything from a sailing boat to a catamaran to a rib, a speedboat, super yachts, river boats, canal boats. And we've just launched sailing dinghies, kayaks and stand-up paddleboards. So we've really got every kind of watercraft on the platform. 60 countries, 1,700 user accounts, 3,000 on the mailing list, 10,000 Facebook followers, and we've had 300% quarterly growth. The app, I mentioned it already, this brings a new level of accessibility, great for holiday makers. We're going to promote this for people going on holiday at airports. Download the app, take it with you on holiday, take it wherever you go. You can always have the option to go boating wherever you are in the world. How boating should be. So the industry reaction, we've had an interesting reaction. I mean, the British Marine here published the study I mentioned into new behaviours and attitudes to boating, and very much played straight into our hands, as we're one of the only platform in the UK with flexible access to boats, with a sharing economy, with an app of this sort. And straight off the back of that study, we've in discussions with British Marine, the Royal Yachting Association and British Canoeing about potentially working with them to increase accessibility of boating. In turn, the mariners have been very positive about this and want to promote it to their berth holders, want to get footfall into mariners, and we want to work with the industry. You can't change an industry without working with them, and we want to work with the industry in the right way and create positive change, get more people into boating. So how we're changing boating, yes, we're listing 17,000 boats. This is an indication of the potential market size here of those 17,000 boats. If they were rented for 20 weeks a year, we make approximately £400 a week on a booked boat on average. There's a potential gross revenue market size of 136 million there just with the boats we currently have, and there's over 5 times that many boats in the world. So that gives you an idea, anyone thinking about market size, that's a sense of scale from the supply side. Mariners want to work with us, as I've already said, and boat dealers as well. This was another interesting thing that came out of the boat shows and working with the industry. Manufacturers selling boats, they're having a hard time, but they want to promote try before you buy, which is an interesting angle that works with us. At the moment, you can test sell a boat before you buy it with the sales guys on board for a few hours, and that's as much as you can do. Whereas if boats are on borrowboat.com, you can say this boat's on borrowboat.com, go and use it for a week or a weekend, see how you find it, if you like it, and then that leads on to all kinds of things like selling boats that are coded. People can buy boats and say this is generating this much revenue a year, and it helps with the sales process for boats. Borrow Boat Plus, last thing to mention, we are launching a premium part of the site for super yachts and luxury crude charters. We get a lot of inquiries in this space. It's a big market in its own right. It's particularly ready for a digital platform as well, and it's one of the things we're excited to launch after the round.
Thank you, Matt. Okay. Very good pitch. Michael, do you have any questions?
I do. Again, so welcome back, another CrowdCube alumni.
Yeah.
in terms of any particular key milestones, what have you done since the last raise?
Okay, so we've had a great year since we raised a year ago. We said we'd do a number of things. We said we'd launch the app, and we launched the app in the spring. We said we'd prove the concept of the app, and we've had a great summer of people using the app on location, people on holiday saying, can I have a boat tomorrow? Can I have a boat today? And we've been really demonstrating that, and that's been a great, one of the great things of the year. We also had a series of revenue targets through quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and we well ahead on quarter 1 and quarter 2 targets, and cumulatively we're ahead on quarters 1, 2 and 3. So we said we'd hit these revenue targets, we said we'd launch the app, we said we'd grow the team. We've done all those things in the last year. So we couldn't resist coming back to CrowdCube to say, we've done what we said we were going to do, here we are, we're back, we've now got bigger plans for the future, and come and help be a part of this next phase.
Sounds good. Can you dig in a little bit more detail to the team and why you think that this is the team that are the right people to run this business and make it awesome?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got experience in running startups, so I think that puts me in good stead for growing, building teams, managing teams, everything that comes with that, raising money, stuff that's familiar to me. In the team we've got a digital expertise in the shape of Alistair Miles with digital marketing background, product management background, UX design, conversion rate optimization. He's a great asset for we're essentially a tech company. So he's very much on the digital side. Then on the front end, the boating side of it, dealing with the boat owners and the boating customers, we've got Alex Waite, who's come from the super yacht world, owns a boat himself, so gets that and has chartered it and has run a charter business before, very much gets the operational aspects of boating and chartering boats, and he's the perfect kind of guy to have on that side of the business. You know, he's worked in startups as well. So we've got the tech side, the operational side. We've got Luke driving boat acquisition as well, which is great. But we like to keep some aspects outside the business, like the coding side of things, the marketing and the PR, because it doesn't make sense to have these on the payroll while we're growing.
Okay. It sounds a little bit like you're starting to shift a little bit towards that super yacht side, and that's quite exciting. Is that your next kind of new product and feature, I suppose, that you're going to be spending the money on after the crowdfunding round? That's
right. As part of the deck, we're going to be launching Borrow Boat Plus. It's its own sort of bubble, that end of the market. We do get inquiries for those big yachts, super yachts. We get boat owners that wanted to list them as well. So it's a natural thing for us to do, is to do it. We've had approaches from the super yacht industry as well, from agents interested in partnering with us, working with us, and we really believe we can make a positive impact in that space. I mean, they're craving a digital platform in that space as well.
And are the margins stronger on that side of the business?
Yeah, because the average charter's 70, 80k a week, and they go right up to over 2 million a week, believe it or not, for a charter.
Wow.
And yes, it scales. It's very good margin.
So you're going to invite me on the next one?
Of course, as long as we get funded, Michael, as long as you can help us with that, you can come on any super yacht you like.
So just digging in a tiny bit to your demographic, it sounds like because you've got such a kind of large span of boats that people can borrow or hire, do you have this really broad-reaching demographic that you target?
Yes, there's a range of different customer types. When we ran the focus groups, it was mainly the millennial group, an important group, because they need engaging into boating. Very much have a certain set of requirements. They want to do it on their own terms. They reject a kind of package proposition. They don't want a package holiday or a guided tour. They want to do it on their own terms. They want to fit it in with probably EasyJet flight and Airbnb and explore with friends. So there's that group. There's the family group, and we want to get across that it's family-friendly boating, because it really is. And a lot of families are looking for more adventurous breaks. And then there's the regular boater and older couples who want to do it on their terms with the luxury boats and the way they want to do it. So we've got these different types of customers. So yeah, a broad group, but we've got a broad selection of boats. So
okay.
Case for all.
Matt, thank you so much. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for.